A while ago, I was talking to someone and they were explaining to me their frustrations that they were experiencing with some family members of theirs. And the frustration is that for the longest time, they have been desiring a particular type of relationship with this particular family member. And it was completely reasonable because, typically with especially parents, right, we have an expectation of how a parent should be and what we should be receiving from them. And while I understood the frustration, I had to let her know that, at some point we have to accept the reality instead of trying to force something that's obviously not reality. When people tell you or show you who they are, we have to get to a place where we start to actually believe them, right? Because anything else is just frustration for no reason. They've already shown you exactly what their capabilities are, what their capacity is, and a lot of the times they don't have the thing that you're looking for. You know what I mean? We give from what we have. We can't give what we don't have, right? So if someone doesn't know compassion, they've never experienced compassion, they didn't receive it themselves as children or in their, younger years, it would be very difficult, not impossible, for them to then turn around and be able to give that compassion to others. So when someone is constantly showing you that they don't have the capacity to give you exactly what it is that you are desiring from them, it's time to really go, okay, this expectation or this need will not be met by this person. They do not have the capacity for it. And I know I have, in the last couple of years, the last 2 years specifically, had to really, 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 really wrap my mind around that myself to understand that I needed to accept exactly what a person presents because that's their capacity. That's what they're capable of. To sit there and expect anything different than what they're capable of is just a recipe for disaster. I'm not saying that people can't change or whatever, but they have to actually have a desire to change, right? And then do the work to do so, right? And so I'm just saying to people, if you're finding yourself in a situation where you're desiring something from someone and it's not happening, they can't do it. They just can't do it. It's not within their capability. And at that point, you have to just accept them for who and what they are, just the way they are. And I think we should be doing that period with everybody. You know, um, we might have desires or wants and needs, and want those things fulfilled from our family, from our significant others, or whatever, what have you. And if you're frustrated, like, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this, and it's not being met, then maybe they just don't have the capacity to give that thing. It's not who they are. It's not a part of their makeup, the way they're set up, because the way we're set up is a combination of our experiences, our traumas, and how our, subconscious has registered all of that, right? So if they don't have the capacity, but you're still desiring this thing from them and expecting it, it's just going to lead to a lot of frustration, unnecessary frustration. So start to begin to accept people exactly how they present. If they tell you and show you who they are and what their capacities are, whichever way that is supposed to be said, believe them. Believe them. That's what they have. Or at least that's what they're wanting to have. They don't have the desire for anything else. They don't see a problem with anything else. That's just who they are. Accept it, believe it, and move on. And I'm not saying move on from the person. I'm just saying move on from expecting that thing from them. Find somebody else to give you that thing or give it to yourself. But continuing to want that from a person who cannot do that. I know that's difficult, especially for parents. When you're wanting love, you're wanting a nurture, you're wanting whatever it is you're wanting from your parents. Sometimes it's easier to accept them as who they are and make peace with the fact that they're not going to ever do the thing because they just can't. They don't have it within them. Not at this time, at least. So that's just my message for today because it was a recent conversation I had with someone and I thought I should share it. I hope you all are having a great day and I will see you in the next video. Bye.